So I begin video number 9. This video is going to be about day trip to the Kızıl Adalar or the Princess Islands. Um, if you do have a 7 day, 6 to 7 day trip to Istanbul, which these videos basically are designed to do, um, you must make a trip to the Princess Islands. Obviously, like I said, even though I've geared these videos for a 6 to 7 day visit to Istanbul, you can mix and match any way you want to if your time is shorter. But a day trip to the Princess Islands is thoroughly enjoyable. Basically, the Princess Islands are considered part of the city of Istanbul. There are 3 islands, but they are located in the Sea of Marmara. They're more kind of resort islands. During the summer, many wealthy people in the city will have kind of summer homes on the islands and then retreat to the islands, on the weekends. Similar to Rehoboth Beach, Ocean City, for Washington D.C., the Hamptons for New York, or Cape Cod for Boston. So it's very similar like that. There the 3 islands, Büyükada, Heybeliada, and Burgazada. Büyükada is the biggest of the 3 islands. The other two, Burgazada and Heybeliada, are the two of the smaller islands. The really main tourist attraction is on Büyükada. It has a very old monastery there, Christian monastery, which people that go there to visit, with very nice views of the Sea of Marmara from there. The interesting thing about the islands is that no cars are allowed on the island, so it's a car-free area. Up until this year, there used to be, you could get horse-drawn carriages to show you around, especially on Büyükada. That is no longer the case. A number of the horses apparently, unfortunately, died due to overwork. So the mayor of Istanbul, Ekrem İmamoğlu, banned the use of horse carriages on the Princess Islands. So now, but they're now introducing electric buggies to take tourists around. So I believe that is now, the electric buggies are now, I guess, being introduced as we speak. I guess obviously the coronavirus probably delayed things, but that is now the case of getting around the Princess Islands. Now, as I said, the Princess Islands, it's a day trip, similar to the Bosphorus tour, the Bosphorus Straits tour, but instead of going north through the Bosphorus Straits, you'll be going south into the Sea of Marmara. So the scenery will be different. You will be seeing a lot of the Asian side, so you'll see a lot of Üsküdar and Kadıköy, and some of the sites there, especially the old train station on the Asian side, and the Haydar Pasha train station. Currently, it's not in use because of the building of the Marmaray line. So it's kind of unsure what they will end up doing with it. Haydar Pasha was the Asian version of the Sirkeci rail station on the European side. But like I said, with the opening of the Marmara line, there are no trains which arrive and depart at Haydar Pasha station anymore. The main train station is a little bit farther away. I believe it's a place called Pendik. You also get to see very nice views of Sultanahmet, especially of the Blue Mosque, and of Hagia Sophia. And obviously, you'll get to see all of the ships and the tankers preparing to go into the Black Sea via the Straits of Bosphorus, and ships coming from the Black Sea, from Ukraine, Russia, Bulgaria, and Romania, leaving the Black Sea through the Straits of Bosphorus Straits into the Sea of Marmara. You will see, if you get, if you're, if, I don't know if you're going to be, if you consider lucky or not, because of the war in Syria and the Russian alliance with the Syrian government, you will see a lot of, from time to time, Russian military and supply ships going back and forth from Novorossiysk or Sevastopol for the Russian Black Sea fleet going to Syria, or going from Syria back to Russia. So there's a chance you might see that. The way to get there, previously now, because it's considered the Princess Islands is part of the city of Istanbul, this is considered a commuter ferry. So you can use the Istanbul cart to go on the ferry. It's not like the Bosphorus Straits tour where you have to pay an additional ticket price. So you can use the Istanbul cart for there. Previously, the ferries for to go to the Princess Islands would depart from Kabataş, where the tram line on the ends where Dolmabahce Palace is at. The name of the station is called Kabataş, the end of the line there. That's where the ferry from the Princess Islands used to go to. But they're now expanding the ferry port at Kabataş. It's still under construction as of when I was there in December 2019. So at least for right now, the ferry to the Princess Islands departs from Eminönü, from the Eminönü ferry piers. So once you get to the Eminönü ferry piers, obviously you'll have to look for the pier which has the ferry which departs for the Princess Islands. There's roughly a ferry every hour, or a little bit over an hour, like an hour and 10 minutes. So it's not difficult to miss a ferry to get there. From what I remember, I went to the Princess Islands in 2008, so it's been quite some time. I wanted to go on this visit, but I didn't have the opportunity to. Roughly the trip is a little bit less than 2 hours. I think it's 90 minutes from Eminönü to the Princess Islands. What'll happen is that it'll make stops in the smaller islands first, Burgazada, Heybeliada, and then the final stop at Büyükada, which is the biggest island. There's apparently most people get off at Büyükada. I got off at Büyükada, not on the smaller islands. With regards to eating establishments there, Culinary Backstreets does have suggestions of I think 1 or 2 restaurants on Büyükada. Another restaurant suggestion, I think, in Heybeliada as well. So please check Culinary Backstreets for what particular restaurant you want to go to. Other than that, it's mostly kind of tourist trap restaurants by the pier. So a lot of seafood restaurants will be there. But Büyükada taking the trip to the Princess Islands is worth doing. Büyükada, you can roam around there as long as you want. Like I said, there's a ferry roughly every hour and 10 minutes. So you can avail of that. So that is all for this video on the Princess Islands. My next video will be dealing with 2 parts. One, if you want to do a separate shopping day in Istanbul, along with the departure of going to Istanbul Airport and about Istanbul Airport. So until then, thank you.